If you have business with Commander Purcell, I suggest you get to it. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
How do you eat Purple Berry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box.
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is valuable. We were working on getting around it by tunneling through a mountain. Unfortunately, work is ground to a halt, extending my deployment on this void-forsaken dirtball. Our equipment detected some kind of anomaly, mostly vibrations. Until we know what it is, I ordered to stop. Causing a cave-in gains us nothing. Of course not, No, I'm not gonna dig into this right now. Why would I be? Are your lamps broken? Praetor is a dirtball racked by lightning storms. I understand the strategic value of Praetor, but this assignment is beneath me. I'd be more like to take offense at that if you didn't actually have a point. The path to promotion is always open to those with the willpower to seize it. I must redouble my efforts and end this campaign quickly. Seems I needed harsh words to spur me to action. So I suppose I owe you my thanks. If I could have solved it that easily, it would have been solved by now. If you think it's so trivial, deal with it yourself. Make it quick. Agreed. But they have no defenses on that side. Why would you defend the side of an unclimbable mountain range? We could catch them off guard and put an early end to this campaign.
Pick it up at the head office.
Stop that scrounging around.
Spare me your sales pitch.
diversifies.
Pleasure not doing business with you.
You'd make a great lower manager.
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Our surplus is available for purchase if you're in need of something. More than happy to oblige.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me.
You know, I reckon half the... I miss little Chompy. I hope he's getting enough to eat. I miss little Chompy. I hope he's getting enough to eat.
Always thieving.
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. Our surplus is available for purchase if you're in need of something. More than happy to...
¿Qué trae? A mí no me molesta nada. Ah, no, yo paro.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me. Caught me act like an amateur.
You know, reckon half the corpses in here. I miss little Chompy. I hope he's
Hope I
getting
have enough
to eat.
saved up.
Bájatela para acá. Si no lleva.
You there, you came from outside the camp. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it then. I need someone to bring me a Gorvid egg. I'm a head biological researcher doing some fascinating and mighty important work with Gorvids. I sent my assistant off to the north with a tracking device, hoping he'd lay hands on a Gorvid egg. I desperately need that egg for my research. Could you bring me one? Oh, and bring back my assistant, too, if you find him with all his pieces still stuck together. He ain't much good for assisting in research if he's all torn up. Sound reasonable? Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? We've got quite a pile of them here on Praetor. Excellent hunters, trackers, and shock troops. Extremely loyal, now that we have them on an all-meaty roll-ups diet. We tried them, and they were devastating for all of 12 hours. Then we found out the hard way that they're attracted to lightning, which I claim credit for discovering. Once all the queens got zapped, That was about it. There's no more real hives now, just a few wasps left in the mountains. Gorvids are absolutely fascinating. A sort of simian-avian hybrid, extremely deadly. Absolutely incredible physiology. I can't wait to have an egg. The thought of being the first person to catalog the process makes me positively giddy with excitement. The profits from my next few papers are going to be incredible. Guilty as charged. My job is studying which critters we can use to fight the Protectorate here on Praetor. Right now it's mostly Raptidons, which I'd be more than happy to talk on at length if you've an interest. Excellent. Which ones? Something else then? I sent him off with a tracking device to find a Gorvid egg. He might be out of his depth. Can you find him and bring him and the egg, or at least the egg, back for me? Almost definitely a lethal encounter with a Gorvid, ending in brutal dismemberment. Unfortunately, you can't. I wanted to document it too, but I'm all out of assistance. I know. You're absolutely right. I should have held one back to do all the grunt work. Now I have to take apart my own research station. What was I thinking? We found signs of Gorvid activity. I sent him off in hopes he could put a tracker on a Gorvid. Then we could follow it back to its nest. Should be just north from here. Something else then? Thank you! I can hardly wait to get started on that egg.
Wrangling Raptidons may seem a mite dangerous, but it's a far safer endeavor than being one of Tedford's research assistants. You know I got eyes on you, right? Wrangling raptidons may seem a mite dangerous, but it's a far safer endeavor than being one of Tedford's research assistants.
Ain't this a sight?
That's right,
Class
folks. Keep the
consciousness in
chanting
action.
going. Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. You come from a different plant to support our cause?
Bien, fuerte por todo.
We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically slave labor. And now we're learning to stand up for ourselves. We need the proletariat to yield to, worker subjugation by xenophobic proxy? No, that ain't right. But it's something that sounds super fancy when Will explains it. Honestly, we just want to eat, sleep, and relieve ourselves on a reasonable schedule. But the damn overseer, I think she's getting rich off of breaking our backs. I ain't sure how you're gonna get in. This door is barred from the inside, and I don't think there's another way in on the ground floor. That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going!
Bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a drink
trying to look
time.
busy. Being on this scarce moon has gotten all kinds of
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulates! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulates! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a treat at a time! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a treat at a time! you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! Others get the exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! If you won't let us sleep for 8, you can't charge us for stimulates!
Just so I'm clear, we're not sneaking in to kill someone? Yes? No? It's so hard to tell with vent usage.
Retreat time!
Heads up! Make some space! We've got a sanctioned night!
The beauty of the corporatist ideology rears its ugly head.
Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow's brands today. I assume you are the disruption ameliorator from home office? It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule, and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells, have incited our workers to halt all work. They've taken to making demands and carrying on about basic dignity and human rights. It should go without saying that such flights of fantasy have no place inside Auntie's Choice, and if we were still in Tau Ceti, they would face grave consequences. Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work, and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's Choice to dedicate their lives to. Absolutely. These lugs have been positively exalted in the good fortune of rising to their limited station within the meritocracy that Auntie has derived for us. Why? Can you imagine suffering under the yoke of a sovereign's rule? Or floundering at the ridiculous direction of those claiming to know the future by way of math? No. Only within Auntie's Choice can these drudges achieve genuine prominence. If they exhibit excessive dedication, they may even earn some modicum of the success I have enjoyed. You're asking me? That clearly is your domain. Running this invaluable facility on Auntie's behalf is mine. As a managerial administrativist, and when I say I, it is critical that you understand that, as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no call for rudeness. It's unnecessary, unprofessional, and distracts us from the important business that I have the direct authority to dispatch you upon. This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice trademarks and slogans. It is critical to keeping revitalized products on the shelf for consumers hungry for something new. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second to Auntie's delivery schedule. Or in short, they need to get back to work. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must resolve this before things get even further out of hand. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is, Dummy? No, that's not right. Dunce? Dummer. Dumbly? Dunbar. It's Dunbar. If I'm honest, my gaze is purely focused up the ladder, not down it. I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. They alter the generous terms Auntie offers, and so are egregious and should be rejected. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. That clear? Yes, well, I'm sure you'll manage. Auntie has faith in you, therefore I shall too. Best of luck to you. Remember that your actions don't just reflect on you, you are also representing me, which is to say, you are also representing Auntie. Do us proud. Welcome to Auntie's Fine Product Revitalization Center, where we create tomorrow. I assume you are the disruption. It was about damn time you got here. This labor stoppage has put us almost a full week behind schedule and is making me look quite the fool. Some ne'er-do-wells have incited it should go without. Nevertheless, here we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have Auntie's choice to dedicate their lives to. What? No, that would never. Well, actually whipping them might keep them awake and on task better than the adrena time we give them. You're asking me? And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that so the workers may be unhappy. They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. If I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that status scantily involves learning the names and faces of my peons. Their value is in and by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished masses can fill it, thereby becoming distinguished. Well, I believe you will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation so everyone can get back to work. Yes, best of do up.
No more bottles on factory
Keep the chanting
floors!
going!
Time
That's
for
right,
unlocked
folks! Keep the
bathroom
chanting
doors!
going! I can see the overseer up in her office, and we're definitely making her miserable!
Others get the exact same pay! When With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time! We don't want to make... If you won't let us sleep for 8! If you won't let us sleep for 8! You can't charge us for stimulates! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena
That's right,
time!
folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely That's right, folks.
No
Keep
more
the chanting
bottles on
going.
factory floors.
That's right, folks. That's
Time
right,
for
folks. Keep the chanting
unlocked
going.
bathroom doors.
I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making
Get
her
the
miserable.
exact same pay, but only work 12-hour days! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
So, you're sent by the Home Office, huh?
Pleasure not doing business.
No more
Claim
bottles
right
on
now.
factory
Being on
floors!
this steer side is gonna help.
With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for Adrena time!
Whatever it is you're after, go looking for it somewhere else.
Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? We've anticipated such brutish tactics and got our defenses staged accordingly. You may have noticed the various folks in armor poised around the landing. That ain't by accident.
My, how very thoughtful. You sure you wouldn't rather we stripped our nethers and beat each other with clubs like our primitive ancestors?
Ready to waste them. On your command. Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer up in her office. And we're definitely making her miserable.
I ain't aiming to seem rude, but I got a lot to deal with right now. Unless this is mighty important, I'll respectfully ask to be left to my business. Settle my complaints? How exactly you planning that? And he's got to prioritize worker prosperity over productivity. What we've got now is poor labor retention techniques. What's going on is, remind me again?
An inhospitable occupational environment that ignores worker safety and health concerns.
Right, that. Right. Exactly. The conditions under which Auntie extracts our labor is, unacceptable. They're egregious, even.
They work 20-hour shifts, which require stims to endure that are charged at a premium. Adrena time is actually cheaper on the undisputed claim than it is here. And if that inhuman brutality isn't enough to offend basic decency, they're also barred from using the restroom throughout the business day. Their 20-hour business day. It is an unconscionable condition to keep these workers in. I can't imagine how hard it is for them to coordinate their daily duties.
It has been incredibly difficult. And very, very messy. And finally, we realized we'd had enough. Our shifts need to be reduced to 12 hours a day. 4 hours of personal time ain't even enough to rest, much less get any actual living done. Second, if we gotta work those long hours, we want free Adrena time. Bad enough it's making everything taste like we're gnawing nickel pads. Having to pay for the pleasure's too far. Finally, we want all-day bathroom access. Expecting us to fit our necessities into the same 4 hours is just mean. Plus, between us, most folk ain't, if you get my meaning. Thank you for your trying. I don't know if we'll get it all, but every bit you add makes some part of our lives a whole lot easier.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans!
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and gilded sheets? To be spoon-fed crunch whenever their tummies rumble? 8-hour workdays? 12-hour? Are they mad? What are they gonna do with the other half of the day? Lounge around the facility, consuming air and water and power without compensating the company? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. Ah, I understand now. It is important that I see what they are about and how they would choose to conduct themselves. What else do they demand? They want to relieve themselves on company time? I've never heard something so preposterous. Can you imagine how many bits that loss of productivity will cost us? What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What if they retreat to indulge their baser urges? Auntie would be paying for all manner of unprofitable shenanigans. Somewhere? Oh, that actually explains the odor in storage room 3. I never imagined they might be... I'll get the door unlocked immediately, and cleaning crews dispatched. What more do they want? Free? Free? Nothing inside of Auntie's Choice is free. Law, nothing in life is free. Everything has a cost. Everything. Materials, labor, time, distribution, forced scarcity. Giving something away for free is akin to ignoring the cost of its creation, which is one small step from the system completely breaking down and plunging us all into anarchy. What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No! I would never! That's slander. And or libel. And you can't prove a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not get too hasty here. What do you want from me? All right. Though I don't know why you'd waste this capital leverage on benefits for strangers. But I suppose you've got your reasons. Is there more they ask? Very good. Ha! I was going to say very good, but that would be downright farcical. There is nothing good about this situation. Please, just resolve it as quickly as possible.
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. What did that tyrant have to say for herself? She willing to see reason? Free? Really? Why, I'd surely have lost that bet. I figured we'd ask for free and settle for wholesale. You're a miracle worker. What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? Well, I can't begin to tell you what a relief that is. By which I mean, that's great news. It'll be such a load off. A most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? Excellent. What progress have you made? What a little cheat. We could get plenty done with an easier workday. But it don't surprise me she's towing the company line that hard. Well, it's not the outcome we were hoping for, but these changes will make our return to work much more palatable. Thank you for your help.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair trim now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her angles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Going back to work under Auntie's choice ain't exactly my idea of success, but at least I'll have better terms to labor under now. Running with you reminds me of my old days with Zeb. The good times, anyway.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Did you make contact with workers? Do they understand that this stoppage is madness? Are they ready to return? So, what are these ingrate alley sprats willing to settle for? Golden privies and guilty 12? I am, frankly, disappointed you would even bring me such a preposterous demand. You should have nipped this offensive arrogance in the bud. A lunch break, you say? I suppose that might be a compromise I could make. It would still... All right, you've convinced me. What else do they want? Giving something away for free is akin to What in the void are you talking about? My greed is certainly doing no such thing. What? No! I would never... Well, fuck. That's quite the rub, isn't it? All right, what do you want? All right, is there more they ask? They want to... What if they lounge? What if they take time to relax? What more do they want? Very...
That's we don't want to make demands! Let's go!
Hello again. Do you have news for us about the negotiations? That's as fine a place to start as any. Well, a most promising development. How go the other hurdles of the negotiation? She willing to see reason? Free? What's next? Excellent. What progress have you made? I suppose it's better than nothing. Well, you have done exceptionally well by us, my new friend. With these new conditions, we'll return to work with vigor rather than dread. Thank you.
Damn! I really felt like I was close to signing all of you, and I needed that recruitment bonus. I don't know how I'm going to afford my hair cream now, but I'll get him next time. And he won't always have you working her ankles for her. And her usual agents don't stand a chance against me.
Next time? Against you? What in law's name are you saying? Sometimes you talk so odd it don't sound like you're Auntie's choice at all. It don't matter. All that matters is my working conditions have just improved mightily. Thanks to you, stranger. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're gonna get back to work.
Not sure how I feel about making workers' lives minimally better so they keep on slaving away. But I guess if they're too slack-jawed to see what's being done to them, so be it.
Running with you reminds me of my old days with Zeb. The good times, anyway. Whatever you need, Commander. Just name it. Oh, yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly foster a lasting fellowship, did it? All just before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still needed someone to watch the colony, and not all. The way you're gawping at me right now makes I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, had some hard years. Got caught up in a few lost causes, the particulars of which I'd rather not go.
Figured that's what we were doing right now.
I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. Spratwurst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills on the galley. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. Like most triangular, can't remember a time I didn't end the day all bang. It was funny thing was, I wasn't even an engineer. A day didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot showed up at my, not as work. I was on then. The Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me in. I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of blue turbulence. But at least it'd have dignity and could have made a back. Only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by more than just the you buttering me up for a favor. I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning it. I have, oh, and thanks for what you said.
Keep walking.
Yes?
hold that thought.
Put it in a memo.
The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption ameliorator. I do wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand you did what you must. I have already informed the Home Office, and with it, put in an extra sprinkling of mild praise directly with Auntie. She will, no doubt, be excited to learn of my approval. You may tell the executives that dispatched you that you have done an adequate job. Under my keen supervision, of course. The workers have returned and production has resumed. Wonderful work, our disruption. Disruption ameliorator. I do win. I wish it had gone more smoothly, but I understand.